In my last video, I shared some thoughts about Celonis' acquisition of the Process Analytics Factory, a small German process mining vendor focused on providing its analytics via Microsoft's Power BI. And this is part of Celonis' broader strategy, which aims to hook Celonis' execution management system into the ecosystems of big business applications and platform providers. But that wasn't the only significant thing that happened in the process mining space that week. In fact, it was one of 4 significant things that all happened at the same time. First, there was Microsoft's acquisition of Minit. Minit is yet another European headquartered process intelligence scale-up. It had a strong focus on business users with development priorities aimed at ease of use and storytelling and simulation. And it wants to really help customers get to useful outcomes from process mining around business change, rather than simply focusing on powering analysis work in and of itself. Also, interestingly, it has a strategic partnership with Qlik to deliver its dashboards and insights. With this in mind, I have to wonder, would PAF, the Process Analytics Factory, which has deep hooks into Microsoft's Power Platform, have been a better fit for Microsoft? Microsoft already has a nascent process intelligence capability built within Power Automate called Process Advisor. And so far, the only statements we've seen from Microsoft about Minit have been very high level and quite vague. And there's really a lot more to learn about how this is going to fit together. The same week also saw a significant new launch from SAP Signavio, what it calls Journey to Process Analytics. This is the latest step on a path that SAP Signavio has been on for some time now, working to integrate outside-in customer journey insights and mapping perspectives with inside-out business process insights and modeling. And this latest release sees the integration of what it calls experience data from Qualtrics, which can be used to add context to customer journey models, and then to provide a lens through which to analyze opportunities for process improvement based on how processes contribute to particular customer journey stages. And lastly, Skan.ai, a process intelligence startup, raised $40 million in a Series B venture capital round. Now, rather than focusing on mining application logs to build up models of processes, Skan.ai, their process intelligence platform, monitors activities carried out by individuals as they work on tasks, and then uses machine learning and statistical models to correlate observations across multiple individuals and teams to build up pictures of how work is flowing. The platform can also highlight opportunities for task automation, as well as providing ongoing conformance analytics. So there was a lot going on in just 1 week. What does all this activity mean? Well, partly this is just a feature of financial calendars, frankly. It's natural for companies to try and make big news happen at the end of a quarter. But the frenzy of activity is also driven in large part by venture capital and private equity. And I've spoken about that before. There's a lot of money floating around looking for a home. As we wrote about in our report, Deeper, Wider, Further, Process Mining's Evolution to Active Process Intelligence, which came out last year, process mining technology vendors are developing their portfolios across 3 distinct dimensions. Collectively, we're seeing vendors enabling deeper analysis of work activities, enabling wider varieties of analysis on work performance and its variations. And they're also pushing their technologies further across the transformation lifecycle. And this in turn is part of a bigger picture trend relating to operational intelligence, which is all about closing the loop of digital transformation to help it deliver on its full promise. True digital transformation needs operational intelligence and insights to drive optimizations and innovation, just as it also needs automation and digitization of customer experiences and products and services and operations. Those 2 things, automation and insights, are 2 halves of a whole. So where does all this leave the remaining vendors that haven't already been snapped up? My personal view is there's still going to be a healthy opportunity for a small handful of independent vendors that specialize in process intelligence technology. After all, there will always be organizations that want to use these technologies to diagnose issues and drive changes without being tied to any one specific action platform. Which of the remaining vendors will survive and thrive? It's still very early days, and perhaps that's a topic for another video. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, do the usual things, please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Take care.